Hey guys, it's Melanie Hinds. I'm your fastest Iraqi dinar summary on the net. I have my own intel sources on the ground in Iraq, and they send me articles, and we look at the facts of what's going on. The articles that are coming out that are approved through the military, through the government, and they can send them to me, which is awesome. Look, they're thinking of releasing new denoms. Hundreds, 200, 50s, and 500 instead of the ones with the 6 zeros or the 3 zeros on the end of them. What does that mean? It means they're going to change the underlying rate to something when they release it to increase the purchasing power. What they're doing is they're trying to make their currency stable. They made a law against using the dollar. They hired the auditor of the CBI, Oliver and Wyman, to make sure they could shut off the dollar if they want to. They've toyed with the idea of joining BRICS. They haven't done that yet. Why? Supposedly, according to Mr. T, which was my Zoom on January 15th, he's been studying this for a while. He participated in the Kuwaiti dinar. He also participated when the Swiss franc depegged from the euro dollar, and the Swiss franc is still one of the top 10 currencies. He's made $700,000 in 3 minutes. So when you look at the overall big picture, which is what I focus on, then I drill down into the details as necessary. I've done lots of boards here about, there was talk that they might release, the black market has swapped. In other words, you earn less money on the black market currencies than you do being in their highly brand new banking digital system. The customers that have bank cards through the government, they were required to get their bank cards and get their direct deposit, use their ATMs, etc. They are getting a 10% purchasing power increase. So that's encouraging more people on the streets to hear about this and go to the banks, put their money in a bank, so they're all in the new system. They had the census. There's been so many things that have happened over this past year. Soudani was a speaker at the UN last January, not this year, last year. And then he hosted the G77 meeting in China. They hosted it, Iraq did. So guys, Iraq is poised to revalue their currency. And now that the CBI is talking about releasing lower denomination currencies, they went from saying, okay, it could be ones, fives, tens, 20s, 50s, and 100s. BP contract says they thought they were going to start their contracts the first week of February. The article yesterday said in the coming weeks. Also, they said February 4th started a 15-day timeline. So guys, we're in the window. So I'm here to just keep you up, keep you excited about this, because guys, I think the time is now. You can go to sleep at night and you can ask yourself, what am I going to do with all my millions? You have to shift your mindset. I often share that. So guys, the fact that the black market has shifted, the fact that the BP contracts are starting sometime in the next couple weeks, the MOUs versus contracts. Soudani signed a contract just yesterday. We don't know who it was with. It didn't say. So converting the MOUs to contracts means they have a new rate. We just have to wait and see what happens. The difference between a contract and an MOU is the contract has dollars associated. MOUs don't have any compensation, because we're expecting a rate change at any moment, any day. So that's kind of the summary out of Iraq. He did send me a YouTube video that talks all about the lower denoms, why they're going to release them, why they think they're going to release them in those denoms. It's an AI channel. I don't suggest you watch them. I did watch it for a little bit. I kind of tune out because it's AI. And I'm sure it's going to be better than mine, because I'm just a human. I'm only human after all. But AI is only as good as you feed it. Right? And these AIs are programmed by the people that are controlling everything, right? So we're going to stay happy, blessed, and free. I'm turning this off because I don't really need the heat anymore, because now that I'm doing this, I'm getting warm. So anyways, I think you're better suited to pay attention to human channels and support those, because we're all in this together. If we allow AI to take over, that's a big mistake, because we're sovereign human beings. You know, you should not tune into that collective, even if the trend is going that way. I know YouTube has changed their metrics. They don't want AI channels. They want people with experience like me that have degrees, and I have experience in the areas in which I teach you. I used to audit banks when I was with PricewaterhouseCoopers. I was Pricewaterhouse when I worked there. But anyway, so I have a lot of relevant experience. So we think everything the central bank is doing is good news. So you should be excited. This is the best time to be alive. There were a lot of articles. I did do the detailed timestamps. I'm doing that daily now. Thanks to Lisa Fauner and Lisa Peters. They're helping me by taking good notes. They send them to me and then I get the timestamps. So there were lots of good articles today. You should go to that live stream and take a look at those articles if you want the details. If not, this is the summary. So you don't have to watch it at all if you don't want. I provide something for everybody on this channel. I hope you will give me some likes below if you'd like me to still do this. This is a day where we're all a little bit lower energy because we're in the middle of a blizzard and a snowstorm. It's getting better now. It's not as bad as it was. So what are you gonna have for dinner tonight? We're gonna have tacos. I haven't had homemade tacos in a while. Beef tacos with spicy sauce and flour tortillas. I don't do that very often. I usually do flax tortillas, but I'm gonna do flour tortillas because they're just better. So now we go to the summary of everybody else. You got Fun Lou. I always like their perspective. They're very smart. I really appreciate them. It says, here are the key components. And I haven't read this before. I'm reading this now as I'm doing this because I really wasn't that motivated today. I don't know if it's weather because I got up so early to go live at 8 instead of 9. Tomorrow I'll be live at 9 a.m. There's no 8 a.m. tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be 9. She says, here are the key components of the new training happening now. The cross-border payments. First, it's cross-border payments. Iraq did a very poor job of remittance across borders, which branded as untrustworthy and undependable. That was the past. This training will give Iraqi banks the necessary tools to completely eliminate the former days of suspicion. This will open up the wide world of trade, which will in turn continue to drive up demand for this valuable currency. Second, financial integrity. The banking industry has struggled with corruption and inefficiency. Again, old system, new system is the answer. She said, no one wants to take a chance on countries that cannot be trusted. This training is tackling these problems head on. Adherence to AML standards is a must, which is anti-money laundering standards. That's what AML is. The mere involvement with K2 integrity consultants, the gold standard, sends a clear message that Iraq is serious about becoming a global partner. This is the final piece of the RV puzzle. Guys, hang on to your hats. Even they're saying it's a final piece. Militiaman says Iraq's had restrictions on her currency and currency transfer. She hasn't been on the Forex in an international capacity. Why? Has to do with the IMF, obligations, compliance, and it has to do with currency transfers across the world for trade. The central bank is talking like she's going international. That sounds like having the ability to move her money, which is the dinar, across borders and do it and to do trade. It looks like Iraq has the ability to fully access the IMF's compliance with Article 8 and Article 4 of IMF's requirements, which promote free convertibility of member currencies. It looks to me like Iraq has gone as far as she possibly can in making an announcement. I agree. I read the CBI article this morning. I'm not going to do it today because I've read it on almost every broadcast. It's in my notebook down there. Newshound guru Claire article, Trump restores tough line on Iran, includes watch on Iraqi banks, Gulf states, transshipment of prohibited goods. The U.S. President Donald Trump revived the tough line towards Iran. 2 documents released by the White House, National Security Presidential Memorandum and Fact Sheet. President Donald J. Trump restores maximum pressure on Iran. It is addressed to 17 senior officials and at 16 U.S. government agencies, including the State Department. NSPM2 directs the Secretary of State to take immediate steps in coordination with the Secretary of the Treasury to ensure that the Iraqi financial system is not utilized by Iran for sanctions, evasion, or circumvention, and that the Gulf countries are not used as sanctions, evasion, transshipment points. You need to understand the port of Fa, the biggest ports in Iraq, are under this new system. The borders are part of this new system. They made everybody get cheek swabbed when they did the census in Iraq. We know what's Iraq, and we know what's Iran, or at least, and these systems are such that they stop the transactions before they get to the intended target. So this is kind of fear-mongering to make you think it's not ready to go, right? But that is exactly what they need, misinformation, so you're not looking. And it's a great weekend because it's a Super Bowl weekend. How many people in America, when most of the Iraqi dinar holders are here in America? Think about this. Super Bowl weekend. When's a good time to release it? Some say Thursday, which is today. Is today Thursday? I think today's Thursday. Some say Thursday night. Some say this weekend because it's the Super Bowl. And oh my gosh, is everybody going to watch the Super Bowl? Because the Swifties and Travis Kelce and all that. So guys, this is looking like it could be the weekend because of all everybody's not going to be looking at it. I'm just saying, but I will be. I'm always looking at it. And the guys over there they call me on Messenger if there's big news. So I'm sure they'll continue to do that. So hang on to your hats. This is going to be a spicy weekend. And again, I go live every morning at 9. And when my husband's working, I go live also in the evenings. We do a celebration. I talk about how you manifest, because as a co-creator with Christ, you should be manifesting miracles in your life. I teach that on my channel. You should be subscribing and tapping the bell. And it's all based on the Bible. Frank 26 says, Firefly, television is saying great efforts are being made to protect our national currency with counterfeit and money laundering. There is a very great effort being put to protect their national sovereign currency, and it will have a new exchange rate to match it. Amen. All the monetary reform education taught to you up to this point is what's going on. The training at the border is playing an important role in the security of your currency. In his opinion, the dinar is about to become the most powerful currency in the world, surpassing Kuwait. I agree with you, Frank. I think a lot of us agree that it's going to be more powerful than the Kuwaiti dinar. Mark Z says, parliamentary finance discussion with the U.S. delegation, the file for contracts of foreign oil companies operating in Kurdistan. They are getting things sorted out to put final numbers on the budget tables for HCL. Big things are going on. Mountain Goat article, Parliamentary Finance Committee explodes a surprise regarding the cost of extracting oil from the Kurdistan region. Kurdistan has always wanted a bigger percentage of the oil proceeds, and percentage now allocated is not enough. The cost of extraction varies by oil well and has been a reason why the Kurds are, okay, they said it was going to be moved from $6 a barrel to 16. There's talk of it going to 22. They did pass it in a basket. And then there's all this, again, smoke and mirrors. Who knows, guys? Just keep the faith. We're only casual investors here in the U.S. We should just be enjoying our ride at this point. I hope you're going to enjoy tonight by having a good meal and celebrating every day as if you believe me that God told me to tell you it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. But I can't. It's not in your bank yet, and you can't go to the bank yet. The time is not now for that. What I'm going to do on my channel is I don't email you. When you become a member of my channel, you have access through the YouTube channel. I will be doing a Time Is Now live stream. The time is now. That's what you need to be looking for. You will not get an email from me. Even if you're a member, you won't get an email from me. All my 40 hours of YouTube of Zooms where I can speak freely for my members, twice a month I do that. All of those videos are under your membership tab once you become a member. So please become a member. Suss me out. I've got over 7,000 videos. I'm the hardest working YouTuber on the planet. Please thank me down below, because I really do work really hard. Even when I don't feel like it, I still do videos. Like, I did not feel like this. I got 24K in here to try to get me motivated. This was hard to do. Just saying, this one was hard for me. I'm always real. Bruce says it's looking very good for us. That would be tier 4A and 4B going together and getting notified. We believe as early as Wednesday. That was yesterday. If not, we should start on Thursday. So that's very exciting. Also, TNT Crew is saying it could be anytime after midnight last night. So guys, what do you believe? Comment down below. What do you believe? I hope you will subscribe and tap the bell, because I will be posting shorts also tonight. If you like the shorts, or if you like these summaries, or if you like the lives with the timestamps, let me know what you like most, and I will reward you with more of it. God bless. I love you all. Peace be unto you. Let's pray this thing in. God bless. Celebrate tonight. Whatever you're having for dinner, tell me how you're going to celebrate. I'm going to have one margarita with my tacos, because when you have hot, spicy tacos, you need a margarita to celebrate. That's how I'm celebrating. That's my one meal a day, because I do my plan to keep yourself fit without working out. You should tune into a live. You'll hear a lot about it. I love you all. Peace. I love you. Bye.